The subconscious mind is an incredibly powerful tool, but it doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So when you assume something, your subconscious takes it as fact, as reality, and starts aligning all your thoughts and emotions and regulating them to match what you're thinking about. It begins organising all the things like your thoughts, your emotions and everything to match that reality, what you're assuming. The law of assumption. You're right, my name is Daz and welcome to Stories for the Subconscious, where I want to help people to reprogram their subconscious minds so that they can basically reprogram their life for the better. Today we're going to be looking at the law of assumption. We're going to explain what it is, how it works and how it can literally change your life. In a nutshell, the law of assumption states that your beliefs about, the beliefs about your life and people, what you hold, they shape your experiences. So what you perceive, perception, is then what you start to believe. And when you start to believe it, that's when you can bring it into your reality. But you've got to assume that the wish, or whatever it is you want to be, has already been fulfilled. So I always talk about this, but I always talk about you have to take massive action with it as well. Because the law of assumption will work by offering you synchronicities and different thoughts and aligning you with different things what match what you want, but you have to take action on it. Your assumptions like a blueprint for your reality. They filter the way you perceive the world and basically how the world reacts to you. So if you think of a mind like a powerful magnet and what you're assuming, whether it's about relationships or money or even your own capabilities, what you'll do is you'll start to attract people and situations and events sort of what match them belief. This isn't about wishful thinking or daydreaming people. The law of assumption, it requires you to embody them feelings and in your mindset of someone who already has what you're wanting and what you desire. And you know what? It's a good way to manifest, because the way manifesting gets taught to people is that you just have to think better thoughts and that's it. But if you think about whatever you're thinking and projecting out to the universe about these better thoughts and what you want, all of them, all the time, are showing that you currently don't have that thing. You currently don't have the love. You currently don't have the relationship. You currently don't have the rewarding job. You're currently not financially abundant. You're currently not a popular content creator. If you're just putting that out all the time, it's just like an empty wish, because you're just showing that you currently don't have. So you're portraying out an energy, a vibration of lack to the universe. So if you're doing that, you're just going to experience more lack. But the law of assumption is different. So the law of assumption is feeling and acting and assuming that all these things are already true. So say for instance it's a relationship. You've already got to assume that you're already in this relationship. How would the love feel? How would you feel? How happy you'd be? What are the scents, what's coming up in your nose? Where would you go? Where would you go for a walk? What would you eat? All them feelings of happiness, joy and excitement with a new partner or love. If it don't have to be a new partner, how would all that feel? So that is assuming that it's already here, it's already now, because the magic's in the present, isn't it? Hence why it's called the present moment. So look at it that way. So there's other things, for instance, as well. So if you want the successful job, how would this successful person dress? How would he act? How would he or she write? How would they smell? How would they walk? With a content creator, if you want to be a popular content creator like myself, what would they do? They'd probably upload videos maybe once a week. They'd upload shorts and research around other YouTubers, see what's working for them. They'd make sure they're always doing stuff on a computer on an evening around the content. They'd be coming up with new ideas. They'd be embodying that person all the time, assuming the wish fulfilled. So the best way to do this, the easiest way to break it down, is to decide what you want. Be clear about your desire, whether it is a thriving business, or it is love, or it is you being financially abundant, or being a content creator. You've got to be clear on your desire and clear what you want. And then you've got to start by assuming that it's already true. It's already here and now in the present. Begin to live that reality. Begin to feel it. Begin to align your emotions with it. Begin to do everything in your power to match the assumption, the law of assumption, to what you want. Then let go of the doubt. It's hard to let go of the doubt sometimes, but you've just got to observe the doubt, because it will come in. You're not a content creator. You're not a YouTuber. You're not a successful business person. You're not financially abundant. You're not in love. You've got nobody. Them thoughts will be there, but you've just got to learn how to observe them, learn to look at them, and learn it's just that repetitive mind chatter from the familiar stored subconscious patterns. This channel's all about, replacing old subconscious patterns what don't serve you, to replace them with new, better stories to tell yourself. Better stories what you tell yourself within. Once you change your eternal state, your reality will begin to match it. If you look at the success around this actually working, there's a few famous people that have done this, and Jim Carrey was one of them, didn't he? Jim Carrey, or Jim Carrey, how you pronounce it. He's a really good actor, really good comedian. And he wrote himself a check for $10 million for services rendered for acting. And then he was doing like stand-up comedy and stuff like that on lower level circuits to get noticed. Incredibly funny. You could tell even in the early days he had talent. And when he got signed up for his first film, signed up for his first film, he got paid $10 million for services rendered. So that is proof that the law of assumption worked, because he assumed that he already had that $10 million. He wrote it in a check. He used to carry it with him. He used to look at it all the time. He even used to stand outside rich mansions and stuff, assuming that one day he would live in something like that. So he's putting the action into all the assumptions, what he wanted. And this is what people miss with manifesting. They don't act it out. They don't believe that they've already got it. Because as I was saying earlier on, that the subconscious doesn't know from what's real and what's fantasy. So that is the biggest starting point, where you trick your subconscious mind by tricking it to believe that it already has these things, whether it's love, whether it's financial abundance, whether it's being successful, whether it's being a popular YouTuber or musician or an actor. This is literally how you do it. Also as well, check out my video, The Mirror Principle. Because the mirror principle and the law of assumption are very, very similar, almost identical, the way they work and stuff. And there's two things what I do work on and do use in my life, and magic is starting to begin. Magic is starting to happen, it really is. So just start implementing them, and don't just sit there thinking it's merely a wishful thinking exercise, because you've got to believe and do and act. And how will this person act and think and do and smell and that for whatever you want? Who would they network with? Who would they not network with? Stuff like that. Yeah? You've just got to have a look at it that way. The law of assumption is about reclaiming your power to literally shape your reality. Once you realise that your external world is just a mirror reflection for what's happening in your inner world, then you'll start to piece the puzzles and make sense of it all. Because the possibilities are literally limitless. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're literally the creator of your own life. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments, people. And please, let's build this community. Let's go on the journey together, because I'm still learning all this. I'm not a master at it all, but I do know what's working, what's not, and what fluff you're being sold by these so-called manifesting people who are just feeding you a load of shit and taking your money. I'll be honest with you. I'll be real with you. Let's do it all together. Let's build this community around mindset and being the best possible version of who we can be. Well, that's it for this week's subconscious story once again, folks, and I hope you found value in the content once again. And if you have, please like, share and subscribe, because it helps the stories to thrive, stay alive and get into that subconscious mind. Until next time.